Competition, here we go.
Well, a very good morning and welcome back to Sofia in Bulgaria for day 3 of competition at the Junior European Championships. And I'm delighted to be sitting alongside Chloe Cowan-Vickers. Good morning, Chloe.
Good morning, Sheldon. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you enjoying it?
I am enjoying it. We've had a fantastic couple of days. Fantastic judo yesterday, some surprise wins as well, but really looking forward to today.
And today we've got 5 weight categories to bring you. It's the last day of individual competition. We've got the teams tomorrow, but 5 weight categories to bring to you today. 3 for men, 90, under 100 and plus 100, and then 2 for women, the under 78 and the plus 78 kilo categories. We're going to take a look at the top 4 seeds in each weight category, and then Chloe's going to come in with her pick in each weight category. Let's start by taking a look at the top 4 seeds in the under 90 kilo category. And the number 1 seed is Tot Apor of Hungary. The number 2 seed is Darko Brasiovic of Serbia. The number 3 seed is Harry Lovell Hewitt of Great Britain. And the number 4 seed is Tim Schmidt of Germany.
Right, well, a medal could come from any one of those players. All had a really strong year in the junior level, but I'm going to go with Lasha Bakura from Georgia. He wasn't mentioned there, but he is already cadet world champion, and he's had a really strong performance just recently at the Berlin Junior Cup. So it shows that he can do it at the junior level. Yes, he's only 18 and he's young, but he's got a lot of talent.
Okay, so that's one from outside of the top 4. Let's take a look at the top 4 seeds in the under 100 kilo category. And the number 1 seed is Daniel Zorn of Germany. The number 2 seed is Matthias Madsen of Denmark. The number 3 seed is Jelle Snipper of the Netherlands. And the number 4 seed is Yevhen Vihera of Ukraine.
Well, Daniel Zorn is already a junior bronze medalist, but I'm going to go out of the seeding. And I have to really, because we've got Onzi Sanabelidze from Georgia.
Yeah.
And, well, he's already a gold medalist at the European Open in Oberwert just this year and a Grand Prix medalist as well. I can't also discount Simeon Katerina from the Netherlands. He's cadet world champion and a senior European Cup winner.
Okay, and at this weight, so he's already up there with the weight. Doesn't really matter about the age there. There may be some inexperience, but, you know, he'll... I think that's worth a look at the Catherine from the Netherlands. But unless it's Sanabelidze, I mean, he may be out of his league here.
Yes,
you know, to be honest, with the kind of success that he's had already. But we shall see. But I think that is a good pick. Right, let's take a look at the top 4 seeds in the plus 100 kilo category. The number 1 seed is Enej Marinic of Croatia. Number 2 seed is Vaculik Richard of Hungary. The number 3 seed is David Babanyan of Russia. And the number 4 seed is Eric Abramov of Germany.
Yeah, well, I've gone for 2 here. Enej Marinic from Slovenia. Well, he's our number 1 seed, but he's a junior world bronze medalist, senior European Cup winner as well. Has a massive uranage, which you'd expect, but it's unusual for a junior heavyweight to be mixing it at senior level. It really is unusual, but also sitting in Pool C, he's unseeded, is Gela Zelashvili from Georgia. He's under 23 European bronze medalist as well.
I hadn't seen that. I hadn't seen the Georgian's name on that draw sheet. So it will be interesting. And I mean, the interesting thing for me about when you get up to 90, well, actually even 81 as a junior, you know, that's already, it's a big junior, isn't it? 81 kilos, 90, 100 plus 100.
Yeah.
And you're still, you know, in your teens. So maybe with those fighters, that takes a little bit of getting used to, and you normally see the bigger throws there.
Yeah, very exciting. It's going to be really...
That could be something.
Yeah.
So, Gela Zelashvili, look forward to seeing that. Under 23 European bronze medalist already. So he's already been on with some of the older players. Yeah, well worth taking a look at. All right, we've got 2 weight categories for women. The under 78 kilo category. The number 1 seed there is Patricia Sampaio of Portugal. The number 2 seed is Christina Faber of Germany. The number 3 seed is Lea Schmidt of Germany. And the number 4 seed is Carla Prodan of Croatia.
Well, Patricia Sampaio from Portugal, she is experienced. She's had a lot of success at cadet and junior level. She was a former silver medalist at Junior European, missed out last year, had a disaster last year, so she'll be really pushing to get on the podium today. But someone who I'm going to go with is Christina Faber from Germany, still only 18. She's really on form this year. She's strong, she's explosive, and she's a pleasure to watch. So she's going to be my top pick for the top of the podium.
I'm interested to see what will happen with Carla Prodan, the Croatian in the under 78 kilo category. And I'll tell you why, because as far as the juniors are concerned, and albeit that they happen to be sisters, we did have Barbara Matic from Croatia as the junior European champion previously, and we did have the sister Brigitta Matic in the under 78 kilo category as the Youth Olympic Games winner a while back. She's been off to have a baby, you know, so you know they've got some previous, haven't they, the Croatians, in and around this kind of weight. And Carla Prodan, she's not new to this weight or this kind of level, so it could be that she will come up with something depending on the draw and who she happens to get drawn against. That could be interesting. Right, let's take a look at the top 4 seeds in the plus 78 kilo category. The number 1 seed is Marketa Paulusova of Czech Republic. The number 2 seed is Jigitveru Mercedes of Hungary. The number 3 seed is Eser Kubranur of Turkey. And the number 4 seed is Renee Lucht of Germany.
Well, Margeta Polusova from Czech Republic, she is number 1 seed. She's consistent at this level, but it's for me it's going to be Jigitveru Mercedes from Hungary, Grand Prix in Tbilisi. She picked up a bronze medal there and already a junior European bronze medalist. She has experience at this level and well further afield as well now.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone at senior level for Hungary in the heavyweights, and she's been getting the run out for Hungary at senior level. So I think she's just got that touch more experience than some of her competitors in this weight category. Number 2 seed, so she's a little bit shielded as well from some of the others, and there may not be the same kind of punch, you know, in the plus 78 kilo categories. I'm not being disparaging to that weight category, but it has for a long time been a difficult one for us to get the best out of. Hey, today could be the day. Anyway, we will get underway at exactly 11 o'clock, but before that, Ivan has got a few messages for you. Take a look at this.
2 minutes after the start of competition.
I am Lukas Krpalek and I will fight in Ipomir.
Right, thanks for that, Ivan. We're going to get underway with the opening contests in the under 100 kilo category. That's on mat 2. You at home, of course, can choose whichever mat you want to watch, but if you click on the little icon that looks like a microphone, then you'll go wherever it is that Chloe and I go. And we're going to start by taking a look at the first contest in the under 100 kilo category on mat 2. It's Alexandru Roman of Romania. He's up against Zvezdan Zukic of Montenegro. It'll be Roman in the white judogi, Zukic in blue.
Men's under 100 kilo category first runner in white from Slovakia, Miroslav
Jukic,
Lahusia.
I think.
And in blue from Spain, Ilya Kavoyani.
For some reason, I just have a feeling that day one, first day, just had that little bit more about it. I don't know why. And then yesterday there were some highlights, but day one, you know, every weight category had you know, something special in it. You had the two Georgians in the final yesterday in the under 81 kilo category, and then I think the Ukrainian Manukian. He was the pick there, but only because he was so casual.
Yeah.
It was almost, he was annoyingly casual sometimes in his approach. He must have had the coach, you know, pulling her hair out. Anyway, we're underway. Opening contest in the under 100 kilo category. Won't be able to claim a score for that. Even happens to the chief.
Someone's going to go here. Couldn't quite get the purchase on that to get any part of his back or side on, but it's early into this first round contest, and what we're going to see in the under 100s and the plus 100s, and the level of commitment and the power here. He's really struggling to get what he needs. Is could run out of steam here.
Yeah, fitness levels for the younger fighters are sometimes an issue. It takes time to, you know, to develop that kind of staying power, and the kind of training that you need that will allow you to fight for those long periods is the kind of training that you really don't want to be pushing too early on young developing players, because it is very, very physically taxing. So you're away from the competition environment and you're spending all your time on these kind of exercises that will develop power and stamina, but your body's growing. You've got to be careful. Some coaches can, you know, get out of hand with the way that they force their charges into developing stamina and actually do some damage. So it's not surprising that from time to time, after 3 minutes, you see them puffing and blowing. Mind you, some of the seniors are like that. Puffing and blowing after 3 minutes.
Well, we're hitting the halfway mark, and it's quite evenly matched here. We just need a bit more movement, and we've got the level of commitment, but the throws aren't coming off because it's a bit untidy there by Roman.
Jukic quite early on had a chance for a Makikomi, but he was half thinking about attempting his own technique and half, you know, worried about getting countered. Just a little bit shy there. It was a nice effort. Kosoto Gaki just bringing his opponent down, but he turned onto his front. Coach already picking up a warning. You don't want to be asked to leave the chair, the very first contest of the day, that's your day done. That's a wrap on your day.
Yeah, that's it. Up into the tribune. I sometimes don't think it makes any difference. They sit up in the tribune and hollow from there, but they do. Seems to be a lot more warnings at juniors, level,
yeah.
doesn't it?
I said to Irakli Uznadze this morning, how long are you going to be in the chair for today then? 2 hours?
And that is an experienced coach, isn't it? Well, that's the 4 minutes gone now, and well, Roman there picks up a second penalty going into golden score. Well, he's at a disadvantage now. He doesn't want to pick up any more, doesn't want to make another mistake. Oh, nice effort there. Is he going to stand up and finish this? Yes. Well, he was continuing through from that reverse Sianagi, and his opponent kind of lurched onto his back and he launched him. For me, I thought that could have been a score.
Next contest on the 1 minute and 90 kilograms, second round. Please welcome in white from Hungary, top couple. And the blue from Cyprus, Georgios Usanatounakis.
Well, Jukic, for me, looks like he's taken this one. Just looked that bit stronger than his opponent. His efforts were a little bit more cleaner. And, well, Roman really just looked like he ran out of steam there. Well, he picks up that third penalty, which finishes the contest, and first win goes to Jukic from Montenegro.
Next number 2, Belarus first round. Please welcome the white from Belarus, Bogdan Vodzik, and the blue from Portugal.
Our next contest, we see Bogdan Vodzik from Belarus, and he's facing Diogo Brits from Portugal. Vodzik in white and Brits in blue. So it's like they're looking for the over, the top grip. He struggled there just in the opening minute to get his grip due to Britz's inside lapel grip, but there he seems to be getting his own way. Brits there just felt in danger at the edge and attempted a Temiwaza attack. Well, he moved his opponent. It was enough not to warrant a false attack. Brits now putting in quite a bit of work, and he could, with a little bit more, yeah, he's managed to force the first penalty. Still just under the 2-minute mark. That's a nicer effort there.
Next contest on mat 3 equals 100 kg men's first round with white judogi from Portugal,
Oh, well, super effort. Well received there from Brits. Just manages to get his elbow down, so there'll be no score. And we're at the minute mark now. Brits doing well here. He's aware of his opponent's danger with that over the top grip. He's holding out there, and then he'll come back onto the lapel, and he uses that to keep the distance. See him just use his shoulder and his body movement to create that distance again. But that's where the danger is, and well, comes back again with an attack. For me, Brits' plan seems to be going the way he wants it to. But for Wojcik, it looks to me like he wanted this finished earlier. He's looking a bit more tired and a little bit deflated. He's given himself a little bit of a shake there. With only just under, well, we're just at the 10-second mark. It looks like this is going to go into golden score. And you'll see the effort from the players wanes a little bit when they know it's going to go into golden score. Don't want to put themselves into danger. This is anyone's now. Oh, there's that big effort, big Kosoto gak. Just 15 seconds into golden score. well, he had his moment. He drew Brits in with that strong grip. Brits that time couldn't create that space, and well, fell foul to, well, what's been a fantastic throw there. So the win goes to Bogdan Wojcik from Belarus.
Next on match 2 is men's under 100 kilogram first round. Please welcome and welcome from Croatia, Josip Kokeza.
So our next contest, we're going to be seeing Josip Kokeza from Croatia. He's facing Adil Karimli from Azerbaijan. So that's Kokeza in white and Karimli in blue. Well, Karimli, only 17 there, and well, you could see him edging forward and putting the pressure on Kokeza, and well, someone's going to go here. Oh, wow. Well, the tables got turned there, and the win, well, the Wazari goes to Kokeza from Croatia.
Karimli was just a little bit too casual with that and ended up getting caught.
Yeah, I think he had a bit of confidence in that first exchange because he was coming forward, and it looked to me like Kokeza was afraid. He kind of crumbled underneath his grip. And still, it's going to be difficult for him because he still has just under 3 minutes to go.
The term that we normally use for someone like Karimli is that he fancied himself. Unfortunately, it hasn't quite backfired yet, but he's behind here by Wazari. 2.5 minutes left, there's plenty of time. You can't afford another error, however.
Kokeza just not engaging. There he gets countered that time, equals the score.
Next contest on the round, sixth round. Please welcome and welcome from France, Sofia and the blue from India, Judo.
Just under the 2-minute mark. Second penalty to Kokeza.
He's gone backwards, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he's walking backwards. He's not engaging with the grip. And you know, you get to this level, you know what you have to do. Even if it's showing, you know, even if you don't feel as strong as your opponent, you have to show that you are. And unfortunately, the body language isn't isn't great, and he's susceptible. If he picks up another Shido, it's game over. Well, that was close. Whether there wasn't enough continuation, it wasn't quick enough to warrant a score. I'd expect if Kokiza doesn't engage in the next part of the fight, he will pick up his third and final penalty. But well, oh my goodness!
Body slam, wasn't it?
It was
clotheslined him. Look at this! Look.
Dear, went wrong, didn't it?
Next on match 2, men's on 100 kilogram first round. Please welcome and wide from
Well, you spoke about Onisa Sanablidze early on, the Georgian. Well, he may have a tricky one here. Paul Devos of France. I don't know much about him, but the French have a history of producing good heavyweights. Not least of all Teddy Riner, but Sanablidze doesn't give a toffee about that, does he? Straight over. French, so
well,
what?
The Georgians haven't done too bad over the years, have they?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yes.
In 15 seconds, I'm really... Oh, I don't know what to say, because I don't want to hurt Paul's feelings here.
Oh,
Down on his side. Okay, so Wazari, good call. And then off the other side for this one. This is the replay of that as well, over the hip.
yeah, there's just no waiting around.
I'm not sure if Ivan had time enough to get all of the replays in that happened in the short space of time that was given to him. There he goes off the other side, one hand. I'm out of here. Robbed of my links, you know, with Riner and Douillet. I wanted to wax lyrical about the power of the French heavyweights, and then Sanablidze came in. Spoiled it all. Oh well. There's another Georgian on the mat now, this time in the under 100 kilo category. Zauri Kinchadze of Georgia faces Daniel Eich of Switzerland. It's Eich in the white judogi, Kinchadze in blue, and he's probably been inspired by Sanablidze, who won contest before, absolutely devastated. Devos is still leaving the arena. He hasn't left the competition hall yet. Not often you see that kind of destructive power all within 15 seconds. I'm not overdoing it, am I?
Well,
Daniel Eich here, he's having a good go, I would say. He's not winning the grip, but he's oh, he gets caught there. Well, the first score there goes to Kenshadze. Well, Ike.
Yeah, he fought hard there to stay
yeah,
off that. Good boy.
Well. He did well.
And he twisted his neck.
Oh, good effort there by Ike. He's coming back into this. Maybe a bit of a leg touch or an avoidance for the throw there. You get away with that. I think I'd rather pick up a Judo than get caught first time round. Well, like managing to get off that one as well. Well, after the first minute, I think it was a bit of a shock to Ike, and he's managed to work out how to avoid the grip. He's using that lapel to post out, and that stops his opponents. Oh, now that was a nice counter there. He's got an opportunity there to try that leg out. Now what he does here, you can see him tries to use the lapel initially to post out, and then as his opponent comes over the top, he reaches through and uses the other right hand on to drive his opponent over. So equals the score. Good comeback here. I'd say maybe just taking a little bit of a knock to the face there, just as a sportsmanship. Well, Ike now matching his opponent. Kenshadze a little deflated now.
Next contestant match 3 under 78 kg women first round. White judogi from Russia, Madina Kaisinova, and blue judogi from Israel, Inbar Lamir.
Another super attack there by Kanchadze. And the trouble with this is, well, he's forcing the first penalty there. Oh! Well, that was just a stellar performance by Ike. First minute, he was nowhere near, and well, with his coach sitting there with the encouragement and himself, he's probably done a lot of work with that style of gripping. He understood what to do, and twice came out with some super techniques, and well, Kanchadze, we can't believe it. Well, the first round exit there. Well, Daniel Ike from Switzerland wins that round one. He'll see him later on.
Lazar Kupic. And the blue from Spain, Ilya Kabriani.
Our next contest, we're going to be seeing Ivo Baranowski from Poland, and he's facing Jan Goldhammer from Germany. Baranowski in white and Goldhammer in blue. Wow. Wow. Well, it took the time, but you could see there when Goldhammer was kind of a little bit indecisive whether he was going to go, and you know, you couldn't afford that. He was too high, and if we can get a replay.
Ivan's on it,
Yeah.
mate. He's all over that one. I am reluctant to say that he got hammered. But there you are, I've said it now.
I hope he doesn't find his way up here. Find you.
No, I mean,
Well,
you,
tell you what, though, both of them, you could see they were both edging, the posture, you know, you could see it coming in. I think the difference, the difference with both heavyweights in the refereeing and you watch it, you can't expect it to be 100 miles an hour, but when something comes out like that, so.
Goldhammer. Right then, what have we got now? Serafim Companies of Israel, and I can't. Moiseyev. Who's that then? What's the given name? Alexei. Okay. I'll leave you with those, with that pair. Max Makikomi was slow to develop. Companies is on the board. I mean, the last time that Israel had a junior European champion, heavyweight junior European champion, I think it was Mamislatov, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
No.
I
Okay, so
can't.
you can't do that. Let's have a look at the replay. Right, so he cannot claim that. We see one more time, Ivan. He's given this to White, but it can't be because he's used his own back in an attempted counter to come up with the score. So there's a technical thing here. So you won't be able to give it.
No.
He's thinking about it, he's just thinking about it, and then he gives it, but they're going to correct him here.
Have you discussed the reasoning
Yeah.
behind that
Right.
rule change?
Let's have a look. Right. Now, the only reason that they're going to say that this is Ippon is they don't think that Moiseev had an attack. During a Keishiwaza, you can't. We're going to have to see it again, Ivan. It doesn't matter, because there's no one on there now. So let's see it one more time. Can we get it just a little bit before that? Okay, let's have a look one more time. We'll come to this.
I
Right.
thought it was a counter-attack.
Right. If Moiseev was attacking, then Companys is coming up with a counter. If, however, they didn't see that there was no attack from Moiseev, then it's not a counter, it's just a straight uranage, in which case you can give the Ippon. So that's the way that it was viewed. There was no attack from Moiseev, but for me, I thought that was a counter. But then I haven't got the beginning part of it, so that's done. Sergei Drebo thought the same, but then you would. He's the Ukrainian coach in the chair. Anyway, we have moved on and we've explained why it is that was given as Ippon. That's it.
Stefan Vidakovic from Montenegro. He's in white and he's facing Alexander Teodosio of Portugal.
Teodosio, that's a good one. Vidakovic and Teodosio.
Teodosio very active there.
Ooh. Yeah, see, that's what I think it happened. There was the...
Oh, he's got the submission. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't see that going on there. That's what I think happened in the previous contest. The uranagi, then there was the attempt from the Ukraine, so it wasn't a counter. He had already come up with his attack, so his was the initial attack. The Israelis was the initial attack. The Ukrainian then tries to counter, but it's not a counter because the initial attack was from the Israeli. So that's the only explanation that I can give there. Yep, he was, you know, there was an attempt at a counter, but the attempted counter was from the Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Next on lap 2,
Who was telling us about the pronunciation of the Lithuanian names? Do you remember how it was a soft,
Yes.
you know, thing? Oh, it was Christian Fraser. Here, let's have a look and see what he says.
Lithuania, Justina Yaroslawska, and blue from Israel,
Raz Hershko and Kimelioskaite. Yeah, okay, that's easy enough, yeah.
On the lap 1 now, then the lap kilogram second round, in white from Russia, Manzur Lozanov, and the blue from Georgia.
Bit of a size difference here, but I know that Raz Hershko has had some good results. I see it late. Hershko, already a cadet European champion, a lovely Losionage and straight into Osaikomi.
Oh, come on, come on. Tighten up.
Oh, she's lost that one. She just lost the
Went to sleep
arm,
there.
didn't she?
Did you come up with a score first of all?
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
missed out. Of
Yeah.
course, had she come up with the 10 seconds, then that would have been over and done with. Okay, so there's a score on the board for Hershko.
Yeah,
Just
really.
slightly sloppy with the Osaiwaza.
Well, she's hard working there. She's under 23, European silver medalist from last year.
Now, 20 minutes before 12 o'clock. It gives me just a couple of seconds. There's a good counter to tell you that we're going to have a very special guest here in, it wasn't a counter, sorry. I've got counter on the brain now. Ipon Seonagi from Raz Hershko, just bringing Camila Scooter down onto her side for a second. Wazari Awazeti Ipon. We're going to have a very special guest in about 20 minutes time. We're going to welcome the winner of the under 70 kilo category, yesterday's under 70 kilo category, Alice Belandi from Italy. And it will be Chloe Cowan-Vickers to chat with Alicia for as long as she's happy to stay up here for. She's really happy, comfortable, and articulate in English. She'll make for a nice guest. That'll be in about, well, just over 15 minutes from now. I shall make way for Miss Belandi. And there's a nice article on the EJU website as well. Ruslana Bulavina of Ukraine is another Israeli in the plus 78 kilo category. Shoshana Chalon of Israel. It's Bulavina in the white judogi. Chalon in blue. Or Bulavina. Just where you put the emphasis, I think. In English, we tend to say Bulavina.
Yes.
But in Ukraine, I think it's Bulavina. Slightly softer.
Although Ukraine's have also produced some really strong heavyweight women. And oh, a nice little course auto there by Kelon from Israel there. Well, I didn't expect that one. You could see Lavina really working to get that strong grip.
Yeah, good one. Tidy, isn't it?
Next on that line, second round, please welcome in white from Portugal, Guilherme Salvador, and the blue from Ukraine, Vadim Volkov.
she nearly got caught again there. Here we go, Shoshana Kalon from Israel. Well, she finishes that one. Well, not the cleanest, a bit untidy, but she did there. She took her opponent's change of balance really and drove her back. And well, it was a good win, a good first round win for the Israeli.
Next on round 2, men at 100 kilograms, second round. Please welcome the white from Germany, Daniel Song, and the blue from Montenegro, Zvezdan Jukic.
Well, we're back onto round 2. Daniel Zorn from Germany in white. He's facing Zvezdan Jukic from Montenegro. Zorn in white and Jukic in blue. Daniel Zorn coming in at number 1 seed, already a bronze medalist at junior European level. Well, this is his first contest, had a bye first round. Jukic there picking up his first penalty, just holding out too long. Needs to use movement or try and change his grip. He's obviously feeling a bit under pressure from zone.
Next on mat 1, men under 90 kilograms. Second round, please welcome in white from Serbia, and in blue from Ukraine, Alexei Bobenko.
Zone edging in again. Forcing the second penalty. Zone looking comfortable. Nice and sharp there, come back. Just getting some advice there from his coach, that's Frank Muller, former European champion and Olympic bronze medalist. Seconds left here. Can he get that leg out in time? Lucky escape there. Didn't have the time on the leg, but we're going to go now into the golden score period. Well, advantage there to zone. There's a clean sheet. 2 Judos to Jukic. And he's going to have to be careful now. He needs a score himself. He needs to try and get this finished.
Next focusing on number 2 plus 100 kilogram men's second round with white judogi, Krzysztof Chaleczny from Poland.
Oh, nice Temiwasa attempt there. Jukic manages to escape that one. Well, Jukic knows now he can't afford another penalty and he has nothing to lose but to try and score here. Looking for the counter. Oh, well, there we go. Now, for me, I thought that was a counter attack. Let's have a look. Well, he just started coming back out of the area, looked to go for the sumigashi, but it was well anticipated from Jukic. Well, not enough for a score, but the pressure's on now for zone. Bit of a wake-up call in the first round. Oh, sorry, second round, first fight for zone. Oh, and that's what we've been waiting for. Look at the stress on his coach's face. Here we go. Counter attack, and wow, beautifully done. I think he might have some sharp words there for his player there. It's a good comeback there for Jukic, but a bit too much maybe to ask. number 1 seed goes through. Next contest, we're going to be seeing Kirill Brezhnev from Russia. He's facing Bogdan Zoytsik from Belarus. Brezhnev in white and Zoytsik in blue.
Next on mat 2 for 60 kg second men with white judogi for Hungary, Bachuik Richard, with blue judogi for Azerbaijan, Jamal Feyziev.
Well, we're just under the 2-minute mark here, and well, advantage to Koitsik with just a Shido between them.
Next contest on mat 1. Men under 90 kilograms second round. Please welcome the white from Italy, Andrea Fusco, and the blue from Greece, Alexandros Patriotis.
That was a better effort there from the Russian. Well, it's a close contest. We're just over the 30-second mark to go, and nothing in it really. No, Brezhnev as well here. He's not getting his own way. You can see Zoytsik there, just holding out on the grip. Now he's going in again, strong hand over the top. Well, the attacks are sharp, but unable to keep the grip and follow through. Unfortunately, the second penalty to Zoitsik, and well, that evens the penalties out. And, well, even now, this one's going to go into the golden score period as well. It's a bit like sudden death, isn't it? You can't afford to make a mistake. Well, first grips there. Oh, and a big effort there from Brezhnev. Oh, there we go. There's the finish. Brezhnev showed that technique throughout, was losing his grip, and well, that time there was no mistake, and he knew where he was going. Didn't quite get his head underneath, and just drove his opponent back, just using the leg. Kirill Brezhnev from Russia. He'll go through into the quarter-final.
Next contestant at 1 and 2, 100 kilograms second round. Please welcome in white from Ukraine, Vera, and a blue from Azerbaijan, Adil Karimov.
I'm going to give a warm welcome to Elise Belandi, winner of under 70 kilograms yesterday. Good afternoon.
Hi everybody, and yesterday I feel good,
Yeah.
but
Did you have a good sleep?
no. I was so happy, and yesterday I was so emotional, and it was hard to sleep. yesterday.
Yeah. You had a fantastic trip, really, a journey yesterday in every contest. You won every contest. Maybe bar one by Ippon. Maybe the semi-final was the
Semifinal by
Vasari.
Vasari, yeah.
Yeah. Should we have a look through and talk about each contest? Can you
Okay.
remember them?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult, isn't it, to remember your contests?
No, I remember.
Yeah. Okay. So you came in here as number 4 seed.
Yeah.
You sat in Pool B, and your first fight was against the Croatian. She'd already had one fight, and you had a bye in the first round. Have you fought her before?
No.
It was Andela Vojkic from Croatia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first fight is always the hardest, and I waited so much. It was at 37 fight, so my competition starts so late. Was warm-up fight.
Yes. Yes. When did you start your warm-up? If you say I'm not 38 fight on, so you're looking at, well, I always think 10 fights, 40 minutes. So, you know, you're looking at that, say 2.5 hours, maybe even into the competition. When did you start? Would you come on the mat at the beginning and feel the main mat, or would you just wait and do your warm-up prior to your first fight?
I didn't see the competition area.
Oh.
I came to warm up area and I listen to music. I wait the time for warm up, and then I start maybe at mid 12,
Yeah.
and
Tell me about how you prepare for each contest. Because lots of people watch video or study and go through the contest, the fight. How do you do it?
I didn't saw the draw. I must be sure. My coach Ilenia saw the draw, and she saw each contest, and she came to me and tell me what I have to do. For example, the first girl creation was left, so she told me, okay, she's left. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
Do it.
Which is giving you a lot of confidence. She knows that you know what you have to do.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jelena. So Jelena Skapin is your coach. And how long has she been your coach for?
1 year and a half.
Yeah.
Because in Italy we joined to a military group to because minor sports can't be paid. The only way that we must be paid is join a military group, and she's the coach of my military group. And at the beginning, she's so free. She's not a person, a cool person. You must know her.
Yes.
And then she helped me a lot. I was the younger member of the group, and the military group is so far from my home, so it was hard to.
Yes. Just to get used to being away from home and the type of training. How often do you train a day?
I train in a military group two times a day. One physics and one judo, and national team 3 or 2, depends.
Right. Okay, that's a lot, isn't it? From being at home and then going into it, it's quite difficult. Let's talk about Jelena Skapin. So for people who are listening and you're not sure who Jelena Skapin is, Jelena was double Olympic medalist.
Yeah.
Or Europe. I mean, she multi-European medalist and European champion as well. World medalist. We can go back, Paris tournament winner. So for me, she's probably one of the most consistent Italian medalists in men and women. And we know Italy are very well known for getting Olympic medals, and she has 2. But just having that long period of a really successful judo career, what does that mean to you?
It's a bigger responsibility. Yeah. But also she was 70 kilos, no?
Yes.
She did 63 and 70 kilos. So and her judo is so similar to mine, and she is technically so strong. I think she's the most technical woman I never seen. And I ever seen, and for me she's a special person, and I feel I have a really good relationship with her, and for me it's so difficult listen a coach.
Yes.
But with her is different because she's also my idol, and it's like okay.
Yeah. So you knew her when you were young, and you looked up to her because she was famous for judo in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's I think the most famous girl in Italy.
Yeah. And I mean, from my knowledge of Jelena as well, the technical side, that she was very technical. She had fantastic ashiwaza, which we saw you have. She could throw off the grip, which was like you did. So there was lots of similarities. But what I've used to find about Jelena and watching her, because I maybe was in her weight sometimes, never got to fight her, but was in a different weight category, so I used to watch her a lot. And she was very, what I would say, proactive in her development of her technical. So she would change a technical a lot. Do you find that she does that with you, or is she still developing your range of technique?
I think she really helped me. Her judo, as I told before, her judo is maybe like mine. No, mine judo is like her,
Yes.
and she helped me. She of course she has maybe my technique. I have her technique,
Yes.
and she helped me, but I can't
She
explain.
make it for you,
Yeah,
individual
for me.
you,
Yes.
which is important.
Her
Yes.
technique, but on me.
Develops for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's interesting. And of course, because she's had that experience herself at your weight category, she understands as well not just European judo, but she also understands international judo, because she didn't just make it in Europe; she made it worldwide.
World
Yeah.
Olympic.
So for you now, your next goal is
Of course.
Yes.
World Championship.
World Championships.
You know.
And how do you feel, because you're successful in Europe, you've had a very good European year over the last year, and you've also medalled at Senior European Cup as well. We saw you in Madrid.
Yes.
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 But how do you feel going out fighting South America, Brazil, Japan, Korea?
In training camps, I fight against foreign 70 kilos, but always a senior. And I think I'm ready for it. But competition, training camp is a thing, and competition is another thing. And I think I fight against the Japanese, who will represent Japanese team, the Japanese team in 70 kilos, Tanaka.
Yes.
She was a bronze medal in Tokyo Grand Slam.
Yeah.
And I did great fights, but as I said before, I think she's the strongest in the category
Yes.
this year. I don't know.
So what's going to be your preparation now because it's not long to the World Championships. I would expect you've worked towards this goal and you've peaked here. Will you be able to stay at the same level?
Yes.
Maintain your fitness and maintain your development.
Yes, I must also do the weights. So it's not easy because next week we have Italian Italian team championship.
Oh,
so
right.
there is a competition in the middle, and now I started the preparation at the beginning of the year. Now it's like to just continue and go stronger in the last two weeks.
Yeah.
And I think the preparation is before, not the
Yes.
last month.
Yeah, you're
The
going
last
to kind
month.
of maintain
Yes.
it. Okay. Can we talk about your quarterfinal contest between Marlene Galande?
Yeah, she was World and European Championship champion in cadet last year. I told yesterday that I faced her in an official team competition in Japan, and I beat her. But I think she's young and she's so technical. She has a good grip work, good technique. She's a so good athlete.
So
I
it's
think.
you have some respect for her.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Oh, that's interesting. And well, your semi-final. Let's have a look at
Semi-final,
your semi-final. Was with Jessica Gorisen from the Netherlands.
I never faced her. It was the first time yesterday. Elena told me yes, she's right. She do Senagi, Ponsenagi left and Morote right. You know what you have to do. She's right. Okay, your grip. You know what the grip you have to do, and she's so strong in Kumikata. But it it was. I think it was a difficult fight.
Yeah. Nervous. It's a nervous position being in a semi-final, knowing you could have an
Yes,
opportunity.
but I was so confident.
Yes.
I was.
Yeah, you look confident. But that's a positive for a judo
Yeah,
player. You have to
but
have the
also so
confidence.
nervous
Yes.
because it was important for me win yesterday.
And then in the final, you had another Dutch player. You had Margit de Voogd.
Yes.
Yes. Have you fought her before?
Yeah. In cadet the last time. In EJAF,
Yes.
2015, it was the last time. She's physically so strong. I think I don't know, Netherlands so strong athletes.
Yeah, always tall, always strong.
Yeah.
Yes. Difficult to move. If
Yeah.
you're a mover,
Yeah.
they like her.
I have a lot
stronger.
of respect of this athlete. She's also my friend.
Yeah.
And it was not easy to compete, to do a final of European Championship against your friend, but I think she deserved this result. She did a good year in junior,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy for her. And it was a hard fight.
Yes. So are you based in Rome now? That's where you're based?
Yes.
Quite in Rome. But where are you from originally?
I'm from Brescia. It's a city on the Garda Lake next to Milan.
All right, okay. So it's quite a distance. And do you get an opportunity to go home? Much?
One time go home in 3 months. One time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah, so difficult.
Yeah.
It's 5,000 kilometers far.
Yes. Yes.
It's not near,
Yeah.
so I can't go. Because of trainings, I
Yes.
don't have time to go
Yeah.
to go home.
Let's talk about your team. You have there's quite a big Italian team here, and the coaches, I recognise them. They've been involved for a long time at cadet level and at junior level. But yesterday, it was a really special moment when you were receiving your medal on top of the podium and they played the national anthem, because the whole team stayed and the whole team sang all the way through. And Christian, who is the guy who does our announcing and plays the anthem, it went on longer than they normally played. They had a little bit of an extra because he said it was such a special moment because everybody was singing. Everybody had to, and I think there wasn't a dry eye in what we'd say, no dry eye in the house. Everyone was emotional.
Yeah.
What did it mean to you?
I started crying like a baby, maybe.
You just couldn't stop the emotion.
No, because it was a moment that I wait for all year. The first moment, because now there is another goal. I think you are champion just one day,
Yes.
the day you win.
Yes, yes.
And I'm so sorry because this year I did just this competition with the Italian junior team because I need to training harder, and I did one competition with my military group, European Cup in Italy,
Yeah.
and I won, and also Italian Championship for junior. And then I stay a little bit away from national team because I must train and focus on the other on other goals,
Yeah,
my personal goals.
yeah. And what are your personal goals?
I think an athlete must be complete in physical, mentally, and personal and
Achievements out of your sport?
yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And I must find my way.
Yeah.
So I need to be a little bit quiet and stay away from everybody.
Yeah. Well, it's working out this year. You've had a fantastic year so far.
Yes.
It's not over. It's not over. You still have the World Championships.
Yeah.
And that obviously means a lot. But having won the Junior Europeans, it must give you a lot of confidence that you know this is the next step, you can do it.
But it's another competition. Now I'm a European champion, but World Champions is another competition.
Yeah, yeah.
And I must focus. I must be so. I don't have to be nervous. Yesterday I was a little bit nervous. I must correct something, and then I will be prepared for Worlds.
Yeah. What about other interests out of sport? Do you have time to have any other interests?
Not many time, but I study. I try to study. I do university of sports, and when I have time, I do exam. Because of trainings in Italy, you need to go to the university.
Yes.
And if you don't go, you can't do exams.
Yeah.
So when I have time, I go, I do exam, and
yeah, it's fun. Well, I think for me, looking in Italy, they seem to have a really good structure where you can go to the military, you can train full time, you can also study, which is really important. But looking at the 4-year goals in Italy that they always achieve at the Olympic Games, and I think for me that's really important. It's one of the most important things in judo that in your country you have some real leaders in judo and people who you can look up to who have achieved that, and for you having a personal coach who's done that, and not only done that but she's done it more than once, so she's been really successful, but she's also a female athlete who is technically good, and I think it's not only good for you to win a medal here, but it's fantastic for Jelena to be recognised, because it's difficult obviously for women in sport, and sometimes they don't get the opportunities, but it's good that she gets recognised. That she also coaches the male team.
Of my military group, yes, but she's not national coach.
Yeah.
She's I don't know why, but she's out, and I prefer this because if she would be in national team, she couldn't be in our military group full time.
Yeah.
Now she's just for us, but I think she can give a lot to every girls, and also boys.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's been fantastic to speak to you, and I'd just like to say congratulations again from yesterday and your European champion now. And even though you say for a day you are European champion for a year, and you can't take that away from you, that's in history now. But I'd like to say good luck for your forthcoming World Championships as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next on that one, men's on 90 kilograms, third round. Now in white judogi from Hungary, Apple, and in blue from Belarus, Alexander Sidolik. Match 2, next contest on the 100 kilograms second round. Please welcome in white from Netherlands, yellow slipper, and in blue from Israel, Seraphine Companions.
Well, that was great to catch up there with Alicia Belandi there, who won in a spectacular fashion yesterday in the under 70 kilograms, and just really interesting hearing her really mature outlook and programming for her judo, and be interesting to see how she gets on in the next World Championships, which is going to be in the Bahamas in not too distant future. Well, we're joining here this contest and round 2.
Please welcome in white from Russia,
Well, Jelle Snippet from the Netherlands and Seraphim Companies from Israel. Well, look by the body language, he knew that was coming, and well, the win goes to Snippet from the Netherlands. Next contest, we're seeing Špap Zeka from Kosovo. He's facing Andrea Tiodze from Portugal. Zeka in white and Tiodze in blue.
in blue from Portugal, Alexander Teodosio.
This is the last contest in round 2. Zika had a bye first round, and Teodzio, well, he had a good win, and well, we're just under the minute mark. Zika that bit taller, and Teodzio, you can feel some pressure there. You can see him just trying to pull back in, try to create that space. There doesn't seem to be a lot going on. There is, and the movement and the strength and the power come through those arms to try and control and set their opponent up. There's a lot of work going on. Well, Teodzio maybe feeling a little bit of pressure on the edge there, and came underneath his opponent, didn't get the rotation he needed for the score, but broke up that match. And well, what he does there, he also forces a passivity penalty to Zika. Strong grip there by Zika, unable to really set anything up, and again Teodzio trying to break it up with an attack, just losing his posture there. And well, so Temiwaza attempt, now looking for the continuation in Nuwaza. Halfway.
Seat's still warm. So how was that with Alice?
Alice, she was really good. She really I was thinking really mature in a outlook in judo and what she wants to achieve.
Good one.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of commitment from her to get to this level where she has to move away from home and train. You know, it's hard, it's difficult that move away from home and training full time and not getting the chance to get home as much as she probably like, but she understands that the commitment she needs. And,
yeah, I thought she was also quite open and understanding of the situation with regard to, you know, the difficult situation with regard to the parents and everything, and how she was, you know, having to deal with that, and saying that what made it more bearable was the fact that she had this close relationship with the mother-like figure of the coach. So, you know, that was there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, she values Jelena Skapin not just as very highly technical that she can work with and a motivator, but somebody who she can trust and care, who she knows cares about her. And I think that's sometimes overlooked in coaching skills, that those soft skills are so important.
That was the Ojigari from Zeka, just catching Alexander Teodosio of Portugal going down after that right-sided Ojigari from Zeka that gives the Kosovan the lead. It's the first time that I've seen a Kosovan at this kind of weight.
Yeah.
We've got, I haven't seen anyone heavier than Akil Zhakova at 73.
Yes.
So, you know, maybe there's a bit of a spread going on. There's the right leg going in. Nice. There's a little tap of the right on the opposite right, just to set him up, if you like.
Yeah.
You know, you tend to do that almost in your uchikomi. You just give a little tap and then you go. Here he did it in the shiai. There's a little, here, look. Tap on the opposite leg and then, you know, so maybe he's kind of defending, but I think he was going to catch him with that anyway.
Well, he's been threatening throughout the contest, coming over with that strong hand, but he was getting broken up all the time there by Teodosio. And, well, he's got a fantastic stature there, isn't he? He's tall, athletic, long limbs.
Get used to the weight category, take a bit of time, and then launch him into the seniors. See how he gets on up there. He's got half a minute to hold on here. He's long time on the belt, now he's moved it. And that took up about 6-7 seconds. He's in here. 18 seconds left to go. Really, he can do this. This is a bit of an upset if he squeezes past Teodosio. And he gives a little tap there, and again. Well, Teodosio has joined in the foot tapping, which is senseless. He's Wazari down. Why would you want to be foot tapping at this stage?
Well,
I think it's already gone.
Yeah,
so do I.
there.
Yeah. They may have a look, but and we can have a look. Ivan is our man there.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's already gone. It's already gone. We do it one more time, and you say time, and I'll say attack.
Okay. It was close, eh? Let's have a time.
Attack.
Yeah.
So time had already gone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't quite the Tusishvili Bashayev situation.
Yeah. We had a look at that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened in Tel Aviv.
I think I will just have a word with Teodosio, because it's nice to get it confirmed and say, sorry, you know, if you can have a look if you want, but you will see the same thing that we have. Here's Chloe again.
Okay, it's going to be our first contest in the second round in the plus 78 kilograms. We're going to have our number 1 seed, Marketa Polosova from Czech Republic, and she's facing Julia Zvetkiewicz from Poland. So Polosova in white and Zvetkiewicz in blue. I'll have to apologise, I'll have to get some advice on how to pronounce that Polish name. If we just move mats, I was going to stay on, maybe stay on the, with having a bit of a clean on the mat. Well, then they'll have to dry the mat, I suppose. So yeah, well, I tell you what, why don't we, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll stay on this mat. So this contest is between Darko Branjovic from Serbia. He's facing Ferenik, or Tot Ferenik from Hungary. Well, just a little over a minute to go. Tot, 2 Judos, and Branjovic, 1.
Now on match 2, we start with the second round of women plus 78 kilogram. And we see in white jersey from Czech Republic, Sofia.
I'm not sure what must be reviewing some action. Maybe we will jump back onto, yeah? Should we jump back onto mat 2? Well, it's the first contest for both of these athletes. Sofia has had a really successful junior year. He's picked up some really good results.
He was fine. Teodosio, the Portuguese boy, said,
He
yeah, he hoped it was in time, but he accepted immediately. So did the coach. He also felt that his opponent relaxed. He just saw him relax. So there were no complaints at all. But he said it's really nice to get someone to come and say, yeah, you've had a look at it.
Yeah.
That was that action that occurred right at the end of the contest. And as I was walking back, it was Andreas Tölzer who grabbed me and said, Franziska Konitz. I said, yeah, but you're only 2 days late.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to remember who the German heavyweight was.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I can remember.
and I'm walking past him. He shocked me. He said, Franziska Konitz.
Oh, yes.
For a moment, I couldn't remember what he was talking about.
Yeah. Well, here's a little bit of an upset here. We've got Zvatkiewicz from Poland scoring here. And
leads by Wazari.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's a little under 2 minutes left to go, so I wouldn't put it past Marketa
Bit of pressure
Paulusova
on
to come back.
Yeah, a bit of pressure on the number 1 seed.
I can't remember ever having seen a plus 78 kilo category fighter for the Czech Republic.
Really?
You know,
no,
not at any real level. You know, Poland, absolutely. You know, they've had a number of good heavyweight fighters. You know, there are just some countries that produce, plus 78. Ukraine, been a few Russians.
Belarus.
Yeah. Belarus, yeah. Minute 20 odd left to go. Pavlusova just trying to free her hands up. Nice low Sernagi effort there. Just had Pavlusova defending. She had to move around to her right to try and get off that. She's slow to get to her feet, but she's got the right frame, I think, for this weight category. Pavlusova, that is, attacks right away with a little foot tap. Gets to grips quickly. Just can't get the left hand on. Tomoe effort just to do something, I think, and maybe just to break the grips up and have another go when she gets up. There's 50 odd seconds left to go. Look how quickly that minute has gone.
Yeah, and the thing is, she's getting frustrated out there. You can see the body language, and instead of really concentrating and putting her efforts into trying to score here, she's maybe left it too late.
Yeah,
that's not going to do it, is it?
She didn't prepare well for that Makikomi.
I'd say she's probably got 3 big efforts left, 45 seconds to go. And she doesn't want to waste them. Well, broke up again there by...
Can't fault that though, can you? You know.
Well, she's taking her down with her. You know, it's hard to say it's a false effort. I think you might. So just waiting for her to tidy up.
Yeah, the trousers, I don't think they'll ever fault you for tying your trousers up, which is what she was doing, because you don't want those, you know, coming loose. But if she'd been on the belt or something, then she could have been penalised. To tie or untie your belt without the referee's permission. I think that's in the rules. Anyway, 20 odd seconds left to go. They're probably maybe a second roll of the dice, but that'll be it. Can't afford to hang around, got to go now.
Yeah, I think I was in Madrid this year and I saw one of the Russian players actually lose his gold medal because he went to tie up his belt.
She can burn another Shido here if she wants. That was it, that was the last one, it's gone now.
Yes.
Was she not the number 1 seed? Pavlusova.
Yes, she was, number 1 seed. Coach's display isn't great at the edge of the mat.
Goes out in round 2. Gutted, I think, is the word that we use.
Yeah, she's devastated. And, I mean, you come out here and, you know, you have a chance, you're number 1 seed, and you feel you have a chance to go all the way, and she loses first fight, but it happens, it's judo, it happens, and you have to just accept it and, you know, move on. She'll come back from that. She needs it. Well, she needs an arm round her, really, but she doesn't want it. She's absolutely frustrated with that performance.
You know, she's probably saying, you spent 4 minutes berating me, you know, during the contest. It's no good trying to comfort me now.
Yeah.
Right, Somkishvili, the Georgian.
Yes.
Stoicheva, Darina Stoicheva of Bulgaria. What's Sofia? It's Sofia Somkishvili of Georgia in the white judogi. Darina Stoicheva in blue. We're going to stick here? Why not?
Yeah.
Under 78. And what round is it? Round 3 down there on mat number 1 in the under 90 kilo category. Don't forget, you can go down there if you like and watch that one. Shelley Ludford has just won her contest on mat number 3 against Ariama Conti of Italy. She may have been a Wazari down in that, you know. Anyway, she's come through to win.
Well, the Georgian women's team here have had a real success over the last few days. Had 2 medals yesterday, didn't they? And Sofia, world cadet silver medalist. She's won the cadet championships previously. She's still 18 years old.
Didn't they get 3 medals yesterday, the Georgians? 2 in the 81. They got gold and silver, didn't they? And then they got, the silver with Lipatiliani.
And they got a bronze as well, didn't they? With
4 medals. Going great guns.
Chanturia.
Oh yeah,
Mariam,
yeah.
picked up a bronze as well in the under 70 kilograms.
So 2 girls, 2 boys. Or 2 men, 2 women.
Yeah.
Stoicheva picked up a second penalty there, and there's 2.5 minutes left to go. It's not going to go the distance, is it, this one? Not now, it won't. Didn't take the Georgians long, did it?
No.
To realise, hey, we're good at this. Let's get some women in there. I think they're going to be a real threat in the team event now.
Yeah.
You've got the men.
Yeah.
That's already established. Now,
Yeah.
you've got women up there.
Yeah. It's going to, as well, it's going to take a longer period of time to develop
Absolutely,
them,
yeah.
into strong seniors. Maybe not in Tokyo, but possibly Paris. But
Oh yeah,
but even so,
Paris.
they know it'll be
Come
a
Paris,
long-term
yeah.
drive, really. But they're doing a fantastic job here. These girls have come through strong cadets and are now all making it through in Europe in junior level. It'll be interesting to see how they get on at the Junior World Championships.
My prediction is that they won't have a team in Tokyo,
Yeah.
but they will have a team in Paris.
Yes.
That's the prediction.
the same.
And then
Yeah.
wherever it goes after that, they will be a threat.
Yeah.
Because these are the people that will be going at that will be their end cycle. You know, people like Chanturia and Somkishvili, Lipatiliani, you know, they wouldn't be ready for Paris.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be ready for Paris.
And there'll be a whole new men's team.
Anyway,
In Paris,
well, which
won't
is
there?
okay.
Yeah,
So, you
because
know,
they're
names that
always
we don't
strong.
even know of. But by that other cycle, they will be absolutely full on, you know, fully accredited and fully ready senior athletes. So it's going to be a while. It takes a long time, as Chloe was just suggesting, to develop that women's program. That's going to be a while coming. But here are the you know, the grass shoots, if you like.
Yeah.
You know?
But it is interesting. It's taken this mixed team event for a lot of nations to really start concentrating and putting some effort into developing a women's program, or even, you know, the simplest thing of encouraging young girls to do judo. And for me, that Olympic movement, that's what it's all about.
They've been galvanized into action.
Yep.
Right, René Lucht of Germany faces Raz Hershko of Israel. It's Lucht in the white judogi, Hershko in blue. There's no score as yet. Neither player has picked up a penalty, and we've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go.
Well, this is Lucht's first contest. She came in as the number 4 seed, so top of Pool B. And well, Hershko, we saw her earlier on. She had a great contest. Nice low Sianagi. We're seeing it again there. Lucht managing to come off the best side of that one. But she's got a good work rate, Hershko. I don't know what her height is for this plus 78 kilograms. She looks quite small. Whether she'll be able to go up into the senior level.
Probably 5'8",
Yeah.
you know.
Do you think?
Well, what's deceptive here is when we talk about heavyweights, we expect, you know, a certain height and size and what have you. And then, you know, they don't have the kind of height that we normally expect, but I always go by the referee.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
The referee's a good indicator, because what we're saying then, if she's not 5'8", is that the referee must be 5'6" or 5'7", which is, fairly short, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we know he's not short.
Yes.
So I think she's probably 5'8", because he may be a 5'8", 5'9". That's not a tall guy. And it's only when you go and stand next to them you find, oh, they've got some size. I mean, Chanteria doesn't look that tall, but she's taller than I am, and I'm 5'6". I'm only a little, and but she's got to be 5'7", 5'8". So I reckon that Hershko is up there.
I wonder what Belandi is. She's quite tall, isn't she?
Yeah, she looks like 5'7", isn't she?
But she's definitely a 70-kilogram girl. She said that yesterday. Oh yes, this is my weight.
And Galandi as well. Both of them said, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
And I've given up on giving out advice to female players anyway about which weights that they should settle on. What do I know? Speaking of Galandi, there she is on the left, extreme left of your screen, with the white tracksuit top on, the national tracksuit top from Germany.
Yeah, it's something you see a lot more of at junior events, is the whole team camaraderie, getting behind their friends. If needed, it does help. I was talking to Belandi about when she got a medal and she was on the top of her rostrum, how special that moment was, because her team stayed and sang the national anthem with her, and she said it was really important for her.
Yeah, something that I'm afraid I can't say that I've got any experience of. In the first instance, one would have had to have represented one's country, and the other thing would have had to have done was to have won. Those two things having escaped me, I'm going to leave that to you to tell us what that's like.
Didn't happen too much for me.
Well, I think you're selling yourself short there. But there have been quite a few times when I've been in the audience as a spectator, and before I started working for either the EJU or the IJF, and as a spectator, having paid your own way as an absolute judo geek fan, being out in the stands, albeit there was a slightly different relationship, because I just didn't buy a ticket and go there, and I didn't know anybody. I knew everyone who was in the national team, so sitting in and around that group of people, and when on those rare occasions when we would win and the anthem would be played and the flag would go up, it was pretty special. Craig Fallon, I think, was particularly pleasing, because it was also a bit of jealousy, the fact that he was the weight that I had fought at, and I kind of, missed opportunity. Someone else's dream had come true, and mine never had. But it was nice to stand and hear the anthem, see him on the podium, the whole thing. Just imagine for a moment that it had happened to you. It's like that lottery thing, It's you.
It's worth a bottle of champagne, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the guy like that deserves a bottle of champagne, and anyone who promised to give him that should come through their promise. I'm not sure if that's on. No, she's still got the hand going.
Well, it's very close.
Yeah.
But she did well there.
Well held out there, Raz. Raz means something completely different in the part of the world where I now reside. When you refer to someone as Raz, it's the short term for Rastafarian. So if she was nicknamed Raz, people would be looking at her hair to see if she did have a Raz, they call it.
Well,
I just thought I'd mention that,
Well, getting into the 2-minute mark into the score, then still not a score, but maybe looked. She had 2 Shidos. She had a Shido previously, and I thought, well, this fight's not going to go the distance. But
That was the last bit of energy from René Lucht, I think. Because she threw herself at that, didn't come up with the score. And you could just see her drain from that last effort, and she's taken her time to get her hands back on. I mean, Caroline Weiss was a good junior as a plus 78 kilo category fighter for Germany, as was Franziska Kunitz, whose name we called. There have been a few. Goshin as well, the German. They've had a good few heavyweights, mind you. German and heavyweights, they go hand in hand, don't they? Katrin Beinhard. What else can we mention? Who's Annette Berm's good friend? I'm not going to look any of them up. I'll just try and remember. Little stab at Koji Gari there, but Lucht was already moving away. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Sandra Koppen. Yeah. Sandra. That's who I was thinking of. Not quite. Close, but not quite. Oh, chance on the arm here. But I think she's got that defended as well. Sampaio looks as though she's about to take to tatami number 3. Got that coming on. This is quite a battle, isn't it?
Yeah, I really didn't think it could go this far.
This is when both fighters have got to realise that, you know, the referees are going to be super tight now on anything that looks punishable. Lucht is skating on thin ice here because she's got 2 penalties already. Another error would put her out. Just hiding the gi for a while there, the grip. See, Hershko was quite happy to be passive, because if they're both passive and they both pick up a penalty, she goes through. So she's not against the idea of doing nothing as long as she can close Lucht down as well. That's when you've got to be clever. It's not the nicest tactic, but that's what I'll be looking to do.
Because you're not putting yourself under any danger, are you? Whereas there, it didn't work out for her,
didn't work out. I'd still give that a go.
Yeah.
You know, she's hardly got anything. I'll just make it the most difficult thing for her to do, to move, and we both get a penalty and I go through. That's a horrible thing to say, but, you know, that's so much better. That's a much better effort. And now the one thing that you want to do is be first to attack when you get to her feet. I'll risk it here.
Well, it's going to go into Hershko's favour because Lucht knows she's behind now because of the penalty. She has to come forward.
Just go now.
Yeah, and as she comes forward every time, Hershko's throws that low Sianagi, she'll just pop underneath every time. She just has to be careful that she has enough movement. Oh, yep. She has to be careful that she has enough movement, but she's there. Wow,
and
what
now,
a disaster.
Now you've lost your advantage as far as the penalties are concerned. Tactically inept, that was. There was a point there when she had no penalties and she could have forced it if she wanted to that way. Or you could have gone down the route of attacking. She didn't do either.
Yeah.
The attacking route was the best one. She didn't do that. The next option was the tactical one. She didn't do that. And the coach now is pulling his hair out.
And they're both pulling the hair out.
And the referee, all he wants to do is to find a reason to get rid of one of them and get off.
Now, if she just stayed on her feet there, if she could have managed to stay on her feet, I think that would have gone her way.
5 minutes of golden score.
Now Wood needs to do some of that strong gripping that she just did earlier on, that really sharp gripping. But getting the energy is something else. She needs to pull her opponent in as well. She can't afford to give her any space. Oh, yeah. Well done. Untidy, untidy the majority of the time, but that was a nice bit of skill.
Good ending.
Yeah. Nearly 9.5 minutes on the mat.
And, you know, the way you want to end something is with a score. The only problem is having taken 9 minutes of clock time to get it. He may get a bit of a roasting, the referee, for this one. Anyway.
Next on match 2 is
right. I suppose we could go down to mat number 3. Yeah, let's go to mat number 3 to have a look at the plus 100 kilo category quarterfinal between David Babanyan of Russia. He faces Dimitrios Tsumitas of Greece. It's Babanyan in the white judogi, Tsumitas in blue. We arrive here with the golden score period already having started. Both fighters have picked up 2 penalties apiece, and the referee is in the process of asking them to tidy their gis up completely, which normally suggests that that is the end of it. Yeah. Babanyan picked up the win after Tsumitas was penalised for a gripping infringement. I'm not sure what it was because we didn't get to see it. Right, this should be interesting because the Bulgarians are looking for their first medal. A win here would give them a really good chance because this is for a place in the semi-final. Unfortunately, Elena Stoyanova has to come up against Patricia Sampaio of Portugal. It's Sampaio in the white judogi, Stoyanova in blue. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the number 1 seed, isn't it?
Yeah, number 1 seed. It's our first time we've got to see her today. She's a world bronze medalist at junior level. Straight in there for the low Sodi attack. She's also has a previous silver medal at junior Junior Europeans, but she totally messed up last time, I think. Last year she blew out, and well...
Who beat her last year then and won the under 78 kilo category at the Junior Europeans last year? I can't remember.
Think who it was.
We'll have a look anyway.
But she's had a really successful year. Junior level throughout Europe, really. But saying that, it's not a clean slate, and there's some real talent in this under 78 kilogram category. There's a few girls sitting underneath her that have also beaten her this year. Combination there.
Well, Stoyanova had attempted that shimiwaza on a previous opponent and busted their mouth up as well. So she's done the same to Sampaio here. I'm not suggesting that she does it deliberately, but if it happens once and it happens a second time, it suggests that her entries into those attempts at shimiwaza are maybe a little bit untidy.
Yes.
Because, we all know that you're going to get roughed up a little bit, but when you end up drawing blood from both your opponents, back to back, there's the suspicion that your actions are questionable. Anyway, Sampaio's back on the tatami. It is a contact sport. Those things will happen from time to time. Let's get on.
Yeah, well, she'll not want to be reminded, and she'll not want the same thing to happen to her going out this junior European level. Well, looking for the counter behind. Yeah, I just had a look. I think she went out her first contest last year in Moribor to Anna Fortunio from Italy.
Bit of a shocker then.
She's not having her own way here either.
Yeah, there was no way back. Once the forward movement had been blocked, there wasn't a counter because she'd gone to her knees.
Yeah.
So that got shut down. However, that action did result in her looking that little bit more aggressive and positive than Stoyanova, and it's Stoyanova who picks up a penalty, and it's straight back on the attack for Sampaio. This is the best route for her. Put some pressure on and let Stoyanova come on to her attacks. It was slightly untidy from Sampaio. Needed to settle a bit. She's just going for it now, isn't she? Anything.
Yeah. Stoyanova, she looks as physically strong.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of the attacks are a little bit too.
I don't think she's the finished article,
No.
Stoyanova. She's a work in progress, whereas Sampaio is, you know, you can see that there's something about it. It's false attack from Sampaio, and we were suggesting that. You know, she just needs to take her time a little bit. We know she wants to be on the attack. That's better.
Yeah, they were just a bit rushed. She manages to get the score now.
Which changes everything with a minute and a half left to go. She can take that little bit more time now, although having picked up a single penalty, she's also got to be careful because no doubt she'll pick another one up. It just, that's the way she's been fighting. She will commit another error. So she can only afford one more, leave it as long as possible if you are going to pick one up. Or you just finish it off.
Yeah, like she's just done
Yep, Osai Komi didn't call the score because there was a break in the action, so nice left-sided Kezigatami. That will do nicely. So Stoyanova out of that quarterfinal, but she'll be back in the repechage. It's Sampaio who goes into the first of the semi-finals in the under 78 kilo category. Job done for the Portuguese. Where shall we go next? Well, there's a quarterfinal in the under 90 kilo category down on mat number 1 about to get underway. Let's go down to mat number 1. We'll take a look at the upcoming contest between Darko Branciovic of Serbia. He's up against Sebastian Schneider of Austria. It's Brasnjovic of Serbia and Schneider of Austria. Brasnjovic in the white judogi, Schneider in blue. Here we go.
In the next quarterfinal under 90 kg, 1.1, we see white judogi from Serbia, Darko Brasnjovic, and the blue from Austria, Sebastian Schneider.
We were helped with the pronunciation of the Slavic names by Ivan, weren't we? He's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's gone for a break now. So he can't hear us bigging him up, as they say in modern parlance, to big him up. I wonder where that came from, to big him up. Or give him a shout out.
He's back.
We'll have to big him up again then. His brother's been working for us for quite a while, Mario Kavavats. Keep it in the family. Balkans Mafia now around us. Anyway, no score yet between Brasnjovic and Schneider. I'll tell you who else helps me with the pronunciation of those names. Igor Kuhn. He can help me with all things Serbian as well. I remember absolutely murdering one of the names during a draw once, and he looked at me as though it's just that that's you muppet. You know? Doesn't matter how long you've worked and how much you've done, and you just make that one slip, and that is it, mate. They're going to come and cut you down. Still waiting for the first score. It's all a bit tight between this pair.
Yeah, Schneider, for me, looking the more dominant one. We feel the pressure of Schneider's high right hand coming over the top. You can see Prasinovic is, well, under the pressure, and there he is, picks up his first penalty. And the referee in charge there, Stefan Newbury. He's doing a good job out there, and he's quick onto that one as well. So Schneider now picks up his first penalty there for stepping out of the area. There's a stronger grip now.
Yeah, not wanting to go on too much about the referees, or in particular this particular one from Great Britain, but I'm impressed with his presence on the mat, his signals, his control of the contest, because we're talking about size and everything. We're talking about, you know, referees. He's not the biggest or most imposing of physical figures, but I think he's done a really good job, and he's young enough to, you know, go the distance. He's got plenty of time to settle in and, you know, climb up that ladder, and he seems dedicated enough, so why not? Well, it's been a while since we've had, you know, a referee at the very highest level from GB after so many years of having the very, very best.
Yeah, it isn't just about scoring a technique, is it? Or
no.
It's about managing the actual contest and making sure it's you're getting the best
that
result.
was beautiful.
Yeah, that was good.
Really well done.
Well, first score there for Schneider.
I always like to think the mark of the good referee is the one who you don't notice.
Yes.
Contest has been on and everybody says, and then you say, who's the referee? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't see the referee, do you?
Don't need them.
Yeah.
You know, they are out of it. Whereas if something goes wrong and there's a mess up, you know exactly who the referee was. So
Yeah.
stay below the radar.
Yeah.
Now there's the action again, and they've said no to that. Oh, maybe they didn't think there was enough control from Schneider. I thought
there
that
was.
he had that. So they're saying the Makikomi was also partly effective. Well, it is
In
now.
the wrong direction.
Let's have a look.
Oh.
He can't have anything to do with that. Prasnovic had nothing to do with that, so he can't claim it. The second one, yeah. This one here.
Look. Yeah.
So for me, that was all Schneider.
Yeah.
He's unlucky there, Schneider. And the referee agreed with us. He said that's a score for Schneider. They took it away. And Branciovic has come off the winner.
Yeah. Gonna have to agree to disagree there.
Yeah. Well, we're okay. We agreed with the referee.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Falk Peter Silka of Germany faces Tony Militic of Bosnia-Herzegovina. It's Peter Silka in the white judogi, Militic in blue. A quarterfinal in the under 90 kilo category.
Winner and moving to semifinals from Russia, Tamara Ischenko. For the next contest on 378 kilogram.
Well, getting through these quarterfinals here.
White judogi for Germany, Christina Faber.
I think we'll be all right today. It's 20 past 1. Even if we went for another hour and 10 minutes,
We might get lunch today.
we might
is
get
that what you
lunch.
mean?
Yeah, that's all I'm concerned about. Day 3 is we'll be back with the team draw at 3 o'clock, and at
Exciting stuff.
3:30. That'll be the final. So if we went for another hour, that'd be okay. It'd give us an hour, wouldn't it?
It's an interesting quarter-final as well on mat 3. So if you wanted to watch that one between Christina Faber and Shelley Ludford.
Yeah, click on mat 3. That's in the under 70 kilo category down on mat 3. And who's doing the Osaikomi down there? That's Faber over. I don't think she had the Udagarami on as well. So she had to tap out now. So unfortunately that one's done and dusted down there. What's happened to it? Peter Silka, he's got Ippon on the board here. Doesn't matter, we've got our man on it. Look, Ivan's all over that. Look.
Look at this. Decided Uchimata just stayed in.
Did you see the opposing coach signalling Wazari?
Before they landed.
Yeah, trying to influence the referee in the decision. No, mate, I think that's Ippon. Right, now this is the first time that we're going to get to see, well, first time I'm going to get to see this man. I've got to go into the contest sheet in order to get the full name because I want to identify him properly. Anyway, Mansur Losanov of Russia is his opponent. My screen isn't refreshing as quickly as I'd like. Anyway, it's Ayat Mohammed Amer. Just trying to find out what his given name is. But he looks quite useful. This isn't the it's a repechage contest. So given that it's a repechage and we've got a quarter-final going on down on mat number 1, mat number 3, I'm just going to tell you, if you want to watch this contest, if you want to watch this repechage contest on mat number 1, click on mat number 1 now. Because Chloe and I are going to go down to mat number 3 because there's a quarter-final down there and it features Carla Prodan of Croatia. She's up against Totfani of Hungary. It's Prodan in the white judogi, Tot in blue, and we tend to look at the contests that are going to offer up the opportunities for people to go to the final. This one does, whereas the repechage contest, there's no chance of either of them getting to the final. So that's why we've come down here. And I just want to find out about Ayat.
I wonder if that might get reviewed, that action there. Let's have a look at it. So initial Uchimata attempt, and then I thought she lost control there. It looked to go to a counter, which would have been no score.
She puts her hand down as well, so she's no longer in control of that. That's a good call from our budding referee, Chloe Cowan-Vickers. Can't wait until we see Chloe with the badge.
I'm open to offers.
It's Sofian down on our mat number 1. Sofian Ayat Mohammed Amer. That's give him his full name. Like Sofian Milu, a 60 kilo player. I think she's going to score there.
That was the score, that was good. It was the level of commitment there that afforded her that. Just adjusted herself, didn't she, and managed to take that one. Well, still plenty of time left for Tot. Tot, popular name in Hungary.
Yeah. I think her nickname is Totty. That's what they call Christian.
See if she can finish this one off now. Looking strong now, looking for that Sangaku. Up onto the hold, secures it.
Kami Shiogatami from Prodan. Was she one of the ones that I mentioned this morning who was not part of the... She wasn't part of the top 4. And then I said that I suspected that because of the the weights around her. You know, 70 kilo with Matic and
yes.
Matic sisters and others around her that she might have a shout. Ivana Maranic, I think, is another Croatian in there, and Ivana Sutalo, the short, you know, stocky one.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's got some people to work with.
Well, Kola Prodan now, she's going to go through to the semi-final where she will face Christina Faber. Christina Faber was one for me this morning. She's had a really strong year, very explosive, and that'll be a good contest because I think they'll be pretty well matched. Contest here, we're seeing Jonas Schreiber from Germany. He's facing Vladimir Kosic from Serbia. Schreiber in white and Kosic in blue. We have right versus right here. Just Kostic looking for an opening, and well, the Makakami a bit too far away, didn't set it up enough. I'm not seeing anything from Schreiber yet.
Well, if anyone is going to know about competing at plus 100 kilos, it's the big man from Germany, isn't he? He's got the right man in the chair, Andreas Tölzer. He's really slimmed down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, when
He's
I
showing
saw him,
off wearing
there's that. Questioned
It's
it.
a
That
nice
was,
score.
Yeah, that was a good score.
showing off the other day. Had a Giorgio Armani suit on. The draw.
He did, or you did?
He did.
Did he?
Well, he's slimmed down, isn't he? He can
He
can
pay
wear
a bit,
all.
yeah. Get it off the shelf, you mean?
Well, he.
Because I would expect these
No,
heavyweight guys.
look at him. He has really slimmed
Yeah.
down. He probably got it from what's that? TK Maxx or somewhere. TK Maxx. Well, it's not a
Well, you would
knockoff. It's a good one, but it's just cheaper, isn't it, than going to Bond Street or wherever it is in Germany. He would have had to have gone somewhere in Cologne, I suppose. Right, we've got a repechage contest going on mat number 1. We've got one on mat number 3. There's a round 2 contest going on mat number 2. But I think we're going to stick here and just see what happens with Vaculik, Richard of Hungary. He's up against Dimitrios Tsoumitas of Greece. It's Vaculik in the white judogi, Tsoumitas in blue. And I'm going to reply to an email that I've had from someone. I don't normally do that, but on this occasion I feel moved to reply to someone's email.
Sumitas lost out his last contest, and well, his coach wasn't happy with him. He stormed away, not giving much confidence for this one. Well, he kind of fell into that, but he's looking up for the score. Well, the referee's, sorry, not the referee, the coach is refereeing this one as well. And there needs to be some action behind it, and well, referee was right on top.
He was signalling Ippon. One of his teammates was signalling Wazari, and they have given Wazari. So maybe they should put the teammate in the coach's chair because he's got a better grasp of what the scores are.
Please welcome the white from Germany, and the blue from Russia.
Well, that score was given to Sumitas. She's now leading, and just little over 2 minutes to go. Now coming forward, uses his grip there. Sumitas now looking to free that leg. Well, just a minute to go here. Oh, there's referee's just asking them to tidy up. For Judo there to watch you look. He's going to have to hunt now for a score. And we're moving into the later stages. Well, massive mistake there. And well, to Sumitas, picks up his final Judo, and well, he gives the win there to Vaculik from Hungary.
Next contestant, match 3, plus 100 kilogram men's semifinals. In white from Slovenia, Ene Marinic. In blue from Germany, Eric Abramovic.
Well, we have our number 1 seed here, and that's Ene Marinic from Slovenia. In the semi-final, he's facing Eric Abramov from Germany. Marinic in white and Abramov in blue. Referee there just taking that Judo off. Oh, well, the continuation there. He looked to be going for a counter from Marinic, and he manages to secure the arm there and take him through with that Makakomi. Takes the first Wazari. Oh, and a nice Utemiwaza attempt. Well, coach is getting a bit excited, but he had a good view of the landing. I think the referee did as well, but what they'll do is they'll check that. If they need to check that, it'll be checked. Yes, well, it was Aryo Setepon and Eric Abramanov from Germany knocks out the number 1 seed and well, takes a place in the final. And our next contest, we're going to be seeing the second semi-final, and that is with one of our picks from today, under 23 European bronze medalist Gela Zalishvili from Georgia. He's facing David Bayanin from Russia. Zalishvili in white and Babayan in blue. Oh, well, a nice counter there by Zalashvili. Secures the hold Oh, well, Babayan did extremely well. There's a lot of twisting and turning there, manages to escape that one. Well, it's not over. We're just over a minute into this semi-final. Referee there, quick to stop the shimmy was there across the jaw.